Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with a painful leg cramp? Or maybe you've noticed your nails are more brittle than usual, or you just feel constantly tired for no reason. These might seem like small, unrelated annoyances, but they could actually be your body's way of sending you a crucial signal. They could be warning signs of low calcium, a condition you definitely shouldn't ignore. Now, when we think of calcium, our minds immediately jump to strong bones and teeth. And that's absolutely true. About 99% of our body's calcium is stored right there, acting as the primary building block for our skeletal structure. But what about the other 1%? That tiny amount plays a massive, often overlooked role in our overall health. It's essential for nerve function, muscle contraction, blood clotting, and even maintaining a regular heartbeat. So, when your calcium levels drop, it's not just your bones that are at risk. Your entire body can be affected in ways you might not expect. This condition is medically known as hypocalcemia, and it happens when the concentration of calcium in your blood is too low. It can be caused by various factors, from not getting enough calcium in your diet to certain medical conditions or medications that interfere with calcium absorption. Today, we're going to dive deep into the subtle and not so subtle signs of low calcium. Recognizing these signs early is key to addressing the issue before it leads to more serious health problems. We'll explore what causes it, who is most at risk, and most importantly, what you can do about it. So, grab a glass of milk or your favorite calcium-rich snack, and let's get started. Let's begin with one of the most common and noticeable signs: muscle problems. This can manifest in several ways. You might experience muscle cramps, especially in your legs, feet, or back. These aren't just the occasional Charlie horse after a workout. They can be frequent and quite painful, sometimes waking you up at night. You might also feel muscle aches, weakness, or spasms. This happens because calcium is vital for regulating muscle contractions. When levels are low, your muscle fibers can become overexcitable, leading to these involuntary and often uncomfortable movements. It's like the communication system between your nerves and muscles is a little bit glitchy. Next up, let's talk about your nerves. Low calcium can directly impact your nervous system, leading to some strange sensations. Have you ever felt a tingling or numbness in your fingertips, toes, or around your mouth? This sensation, known as paresthesia, is a classic sign of hypocalcemia. Calcium helps stabilize nerve cell membranes. Without enough of it, nerves can become hypersensitive and fire off signals randomly, creating that pins and needles feeling. In more severe cases, low calcium can even lead to confusion, memory loss, or irritability. It's a clear indicator that your brain and nervous system aren't getting the essential mineral they need to function correctly. Another sign that many people dismiss is extreme fatigue and lethargy. If you're feeling overwhelmingly tired all the time, even after a full night's sleep, low calcium could be the culprit. This isn't just feeling a little sleepy in the afternoon. It's a deep, persistent exhaustion that makes it hard to get through your day. The exact reason for this is complex, but it's related to calcium's role in energy metabolism and cellular function. When your cells don't have the calcium they need, they can't function efficiently, leaving you feeling drained and sluggish. This can also tie into mood changes. Some people with low calcium report feeling depressed or experiencing more mood swings. Now for a sign that you might see every time you look in the mirror: your skin, hair, and nails. Calcium is crucial for cell regeneration and health. When you're deficient, your skin might become dry and itchy. You might notice that your hair is coarse and brittle, and you could even experience hair loss in patches. And your nails, they can become weak, dry, and prone to breaking or splitting easily. These are often some of the first visible signs because skin, hair, and nails are constantly growing and require a steady supply of nutrients, including calcium, to stay healthy. So if your beauty routine isn't cutting it, it might be time to look at your diet. Of course, we can't talk about calcium without mentioning bone health. While the early signs of low calcium might not be a broken bone, the long-term effects are serious. Chronic low calcium can lead to osteopenia, which is reduced bone density, and eventually osteoporosis, a condition where bones become so brittle and weak that they can fracture from a minor fall or even just from sneezing. This is particularly a concern for postmenopausal women, as estrogen, which helps protect bones, decreases significantly after menopause. You won't feel your bones getting weaker, which is why it's called a silent disease. But issues like a stooped posture or a loss of height over time can be indicators. Your dental health is also closely linked to calcium levels. Since your teeth are anchored in your jawbone, low bone density can lead to loose teeth and an increased risk of tooth loss. It can also contribute to weaker enamel, making your teeth more susceptible to cavities and decay. Furthermore, kids who don't get enough calcium while their teeth are developing may have delayed tooth formation and other dental issues. So, if your dentist is expressing concern about your oral health despite good hygiene, it might be worth investigating your calcium intake. Low calcium can also affect your heart. This is a more serious symptom and usually appears when the deficiency is quite severe. Calcium plays a critical role in the electrical system that controls your heartbeat. Without enough of it, you might experience an irregular heartbeat or arrhythmia. The heart is a muscle, after all, and just like the muscles in your legs, it needs calcium to contract and pump blood effectively. If you ever experience heart palpitations, a racing heart, or a slow heartbeat, it's essential to seek medical attention immediately, as it could be related to your calcium levels or another serious condition. So, what causes low calcium in the first place? The most obvious reason is a diet lacking in calcium-rich foods like dairy products, fortified plant-based milks, leafy greens like kale and broccoli, and fish like sardines. But it's not always that simple. You might be eating enough calcium, but your body isn't absorbing it properly. This can happen if you have a vitamin D deficiency, as vitamin D is essential for calcium absorption. Certain medical conditions, like kidney disease, pancreatitis, or digestive disorders like Crohn's or celiac disease, can also interfere with calcium levels. Some medications, including certain diuretics and corticosteroids, can also contribute to calcium loss. Who is most at risk? As I mentioned, postmenopausal women are a major group due to hormonal changes. The elderly are also at higher risk due to decreased dietary intake and less sun exposure for vitamin D. Individuals who are lactose intolerant or follow a strict vegan diet might struggle to get enough calcium, as they are not careful about finding alternative sources. And anyone with a chronic kidney or digestive condition should be particularly mindful of their calcium status. So, what should you do if you recognize some of these signs in yourself? The first and most important step is to talk to your doctor. Don't self-diagnose or start taking high-dose supplements on your own. Too much calcium can also be harmful. Your doctor can order a simple blood test to check your calcium levels and help you determine the underlying cause. From there, they can recommend the best course of action. This might involve increasing your intake of calcium-rich foods. Think dairy-like milk, yogurt, and cheese. For plant-based options, look for fortified almond or soy milk, tofu, leafy greens, and almonds. Your doctor might also recommend a calcium supplement, often paired with vitamin D, to ensure proper absorption. They will advise you on the right type and dosage for your specific needs. And don't forget about lifestyle factors. Regular weight-bearing exercise, like walking, jogging, or weightlifting, is fantastic for stimulating your bones and helping them stay strong. In conclusion, paying attention to your body is key. Those seemingly minor issues like muscle cramps, brittle nails, or fatigue could be your body's early warning system. By recognizing these signs of low calcium and taking proactive steps, you can protect not just your bones, but your nerves, muscles, and overall vitality for years to come. Remember to always consult with a healthcare professional for diagnosis and treatment. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you found this information helpful and empowering. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more health and wellness content. Stay healthy, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next one.